The middle class isn't just shrinking, it's being systematically erased. In 1970, 61% of Americans were considered middle class. Today, that number has plummeted to a record low of just 42%. But while the headlines scream about inflation, rising debt, and economic anxiety, a small, informed group of people are actually getting richer faster than at any point in human history. The rules of money irrevocably changed in 2024, and by 2026, the gap has become a canyon. If you're still following the safe advice of 20 years ago, the 9 to 5, the traditional savings account, you're not just standing still, you're falling drastically behind. In this deep dive by Wealth Horizon, we are decoding the new financial reality. I'm going to show you exactly how this wealth gap is being created, and more importantly, the 3-step framework you can use to cross over to the other side before the door closes for good. This isn't about luck, it's about understanding the new rules of the game. So, how did we get here? It's not a single factor, but a perfect storm of converging forces. First, the automation tsunami. AI and robotics are no longer just factory floor tools. They're disrupting white-collar jobs, customer service, accounting, even entry-level coding. Companies are replacing entire departments with efficient, cheap AI systems. This isn't just cutting jobs, it's depressing wages for those who remain, as human labor competes directly with AI at a fraction of the cost. Second, globalized competition. While outsourcing isn't new, the digital age has made it frictionless. An Italian freelancer can now compete for US jobs at a lower cost, putting downward pressure on salaries across developed nations. Third, asset inflation versus wage stagnation. The cost of essential assets, housing, education, healthcare has skyrocketed. Meanwhile, wages for most middle-class professions have barely budged when adjusted for inflation. This creates a vicious cycle. Essential costs consume a larger portion of income, leaving less for savings or investment, trapping families in a financial treadmill. But it's not just technology. Governments and central banks play a massive, often unseen, role. The era of cheap money, decades of low interest rates inflated asset prices. If you already owned stocks or real estate, you got richer. If you didn't, it became harder to get on the ladder. This is known as the Cantillon effect. New money benefits those closest to its creation first. The wealth gap isn't a death sentence for the middle class. It's a wake-up call. The difference between those who fall behind and those who flourish is simply adaptability and knowledge. The tools are available, the opportunities are abundant, but the window for entry is closing. This is a seismic shift, and your financial future depends on how you respond. At Wealth Horizon, we are here to be your guide on this journey. Don't let the 2026 wealth gap define your destiny. Define it yourself.